Hello everybody, and welcome to my channel for a long overdue, much requested video on how I use Bandicam to record. Now let me start off by saying I do own the full version. I paid for it myself and I did not torrent it or anything like that. So this a lot of this can apply to the trial version where you can record 10 minutes at a time and it has a small watermark up here. Or not small, but it's kind of see-through a bit, so it's not too bad. Some of my very first videos had it, and it was no big deal. But we're going to start right here, actually, with the how you choose what it is that you're recording. One option is you can do a rectangle on a screen. Now, when you do this, you can choose full screen, and that means that it will record your entire screen. Now, right now, I am not using Bandicam to record this. I am using Open Broadcaster software so that I can get exactly what I'm doing on here. I'm not sure how good it is with the whole recording thing, OBS anyways, but hopefully it will work well enough that you guys will get the gist of what I'm explaining. So, this will record your entire screen. Now, you can also find window. So if I hover here, you see a red line has appeared around the Bandicam window. Now, what that means is that it will record everything inside that red box. Now, if you're recording a game, excuse me guys, or something of the sort, you're not going to want to record the outer edges where you've got the minimizing, closed keys and everything else. You're going to want to go in just a little to where you just get that inner window. But Bandicam can get much more precise than that. I mean, you can hover over any little part here and, get, just about anything you want. But when I have to use this to record, which I do with the Sims 4 Create a Sim video and also with My Sims, which is a new series that may or may not be posted by the time that you see this, but I can't, the function I normally use to record on Bandicam doesn't work with those two games, so I have to do the inner window recording, and it works just fine. So, now your other option is to pick a specified size on this part. However, it also gets even easier than that. You can click and drag the size to exactly what you need right here. Really simple, really easy to figure out. Now your other option when you're running games like The Sims 3 or Banished or Cook Serve Delicious, you can choose DirectX OpenGL window. Now that takes away the entire little box and the little black rectangular thing that shows you that you're recording, and you can click the window that you want to record, such as The Sims 3, and it will only record your game. I don't recommend using having The Sims 3 in full screen mode when you do that because it kind of darkens it for some reason, but windowed mode works just fine. That's what I record all of mine in. You just click the target window and it will record that game. Okay, so down to the general options now that we have that covered. First actually, this means that it's ready to record, but it's not recording. It'll say recording while you are recording, or it will say paused if you're paused, and I will explain the whole pausing thing in a moment. This is how long you've been recording, so you can keep track of just how long your video is, and this is how large of a file size it is. This is your free disk space. Output folder is just what it sounds like. It's where you save it. I have a folder here for Bandicam, and it'll go right in there. I do not leave my videos in there long. I do have some in there right now, but they go right into this folder, and I pop them immediately into Sony Vegas Movie Studio. You can choose to auto-complete recording. I don't touch this, but you can set it to a certain time or file size, and then you can choose what it does once that's finished. Frames per second, I don't touch, but if you want to overlay your frames per second somewhere on your screen while you're recording, or if you want a hotkey so that you can have it show up, at any point you want to see it, such and such, set a frames per second limit. Those are all your options for that. Now, here comes to the part that is really going to depend on your computer, your video editing software, and all of that stuff. Okay, your hotkeys to record or stop recording, and also to pause. So this is exactly what it sounds like. I hit F12 and I started recording. I hit F12 again and I stop recording. But what if 15 minutes into a 30-minute recording, I need to stop and run to the restroom? but I don't want to have two, files that I have to piece together and get it just right so it doesn't look strange. Well, all I have to do is hit F8 and it will pause my recording right where I am, and then it will seamlessly come right, when I hit F8 again, it seamlessly jumps right back into the game, and it doesn't do, it's wonderful. That is one of the biggest reasons that I love Bandicam over anything else. So, you can also hide your mouse cursor or add a mouse click effect. Now you go into settings and you always choose to record sound. I have Vista Sound. I don't know why it actually says Vista Sound, but that's my computer or game sounds that will capture anything coming from my computer itself. And then I have a headset that I use. I use a Turtle Beach X11 headset with a mic. So I go and it shows up as Realtek high definition audio, but that's what I choose. And I do 2 sound mixing, primary and secondary, into one audio track. That means that my microphone sound as well as my game sounds or music or whatever's going on from my computer itself are mixed into 2. And because I use a headset, I don't get an echo because no sound's coming from the speakers of my screen. So you can also choose to only only record the microphone when you hit the space button, but you have to hold the space button to do that. If you save the audio tracks while recording, you can pop them into Audacity or something like that if you needed to play around with the background noise and stuff. I mean, that's entirely up to you. I record in a quiet room. I record once my kids are in the bed or are not at home or something like that, so I don't usually have to worry about background noise. Now, if you want to add a logo anywhere on your video, just like with the frames per second, you can do that here. You can just choose an image, set the opacity of it, the position, and make sure you check that and hit OK. You have mouse effects here. I don't use those. Recording priority, if you have a higher priority, it reduces how many frames you drop. I've left it the way it is. I don't think I've changed it at all. Skip recording while frame is not updated. I've never had it skip recording, so yeah. For rectangle on a screen, use enhanced capture method. I leave those both checked, basically. So now over here on your format. Now this format right here is the format that I use for a high quality recording that can be rendered in Sony Vegas Movie Studio, because some file types will not open in certain video editors. So I specifically looked up exactly what I needed to do, and I do record in 100 quality. So I don't lose any quality on this, but you can go in here and you can change this, and then if you want, you can pause the video now if you want to see the recording that I use for Sony Vegas Movie Studio. And this is also for any of the full Sony Vegas suites and everything. This is what I use, and I get high quality videos. Do not judge this video that you're watching now by the quality, because I am not using Bandicam to record this. I am using open broadcast software. So there are presets you can use over here. This is something specific for my video card, and it actually is not a very good, it's not very good settings. Low-end PC, there are specifically settings for YouTube, yeah, Sony Vegas, Premiere, Pinnacle, PowerPoints, Fit, and then you can make your own presets and save them. If you want, you can also take screenshots with this of any window that you're recording. So if you are playing a game where it doesn't, like if you're playing The Sims 2 and you want a really good screenshot, but The Sims 2 camera sucks at taking screenshots, all I do is hit F11 and I can take a screenshot. So you can turn off the enable shutter sound though, and you can hide your mouse cursor for that, which I actually should be doing. So I use PNG because it's the highest quality. And then that is just, I'm not going to show you guys all that, but, well, actually it doesn't matter if you see my email. It's mommysimmer@gmail.com. Don't spam me because I will just not answer. I will ignore you. So yeah, that is basically how I record. And then when I am done recording, I take my video right here into Sony Vegas Movie Studio. Now, I just recorded the first episode of the new My Sim series. But what you will do is you'll go over here to Explorer, videos is here, and there's my folder Bandicam where my videos go. Hello everybody, and welcome back. You can see a preview right there of it, and you just click and drag. But I already have it in there, so I'm not going to put it back in again. So the only other thing I have in here is I have my intro that I made here, and that's it. So then, in case anyone is wondering, once I get it exactly the way I want it, since I have my video intro saved in a whole separate file, I don't have to redo it every time. And then I drag this in. Okay. Create a transition, like right here, and go to transitions. I usually use cross effects. Yeah, I think this is the one I do. Alright, let's grab that much, put it on loop playback, and play it. Oh, nope, that's not enough. Hello everybody. And that's how I just make sure that it is showing up well. Hello everybody. So there you go. That is how I record edits. And you can, you know, if you want to know how to work Sony Vegas, that would be a separate video. That was just kind of a basic, this is what I do, this is how I get my videos ready for YouTube. But you can cut and edit audio and everything else. If I wanted to adjust the volume of different audio, I can move that down there so that I can adjust the volume and everything else. I'm going to leave it where it is. I'm not touching it, but you get my point. Can you go back here, please? There. Okay. So that is exactly what I do, and then I push render as home, and I'm going to delete all of that. Oh, let's see, My Sims Part 1. And I always render in 1920 by 1080 30p for the internet. Now there are many options here. There are so many options for you to choose from. I selected those two as my favorites because they're 720p and 1080p. Those are the best. Well, some of the best. Yeah, those are the highest quality ones for YouTube and such that don't take forever to upload. I always do one of these two, and then you just push render, and it will sit here and it will start rendering. And that is basically, that is how I record. And see, this is what it does. See, it actually has it so that it's recording just the inner window of, oh, okay, can you restore now? Nope, open that, yep. Alright, I'm going to move this off of the window. And yeah, this is going to be the end of the video. What I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to use Bandicam to record a little clip just of the inside of this Sony Vegas really quickly to show you how it works and what the video recording looks like with the settings that I use. If you have any other questions, let me know. I can always do a follow-up video. I can do a video on how I use Sony Vegas Movie Studio. You know, how to cut out certain parts, how to adjust audio, how to add how to make an intro, all of that stuff. You know, let me know. It's not something I would do really soon. You'd have to give me a while because these aren't my favorite videos to make, but I will do it for you guys. If you want a video on how to use the open broadcast software, I can also do that. That is, you know, you guys just let me know. So that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it answered your questions. Leave any comments or questions below. Like the video if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it if anybody wants to know how to use it. And I will see you guys in the next video, and I'm going to insert the clip of what the Bandicam recording of Vegas Movie Studio looks like right here. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Alright guys, here is a clip of me recording my YouTube channel main page from or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. This is me using Bandicam to record this. The quality is very nice. Everything shows up pretty well. I'm going to mute that though. Everything shows up pretty well. Oh, yeah, that just went all wonky. I'm sorry. So yeah, pretty simple to use, and then the quality turns out really good. The file sizes are much smaller than Fraps, and it also doesn't record in multiple parts, like several little video pieces. It just records in, you know, one file for you to be, so that way if you don't have a video editing software, you can record specifically for YouTube upload. You can use one of the settings that I spoke of earlier and be able to immediately upload it without having to pop it into a video editor. So once again, I hope you guys found this helpful. Comment if you did. Leave any questions you might have. Share this if somebody you know needs it. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.